Hello friends, it's Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a good day. So pretty much every January 1st since I've had a YouTube channel and set up my craft room, I've done an updated craft room tour just to show you what the status of things that are in here, where things are, and basically really the new things I've added for organization and storage. So I'm just going to go around the room real quick. I'm not going to do like a detailed drawer by drawer thing or anything like that. So let's get started. So I'm here behind the door where I come into my craft room. And so this is an overall view from this corner. I have some little, what is that? That's my ceiling fan where I have pom-poms hanging that I made. And a little, I'm going to try to go fast too, because so I can get this all done before I run out of time. But yeah, that's a little bead dangle I received from Maria. You can't see it because the light is kind of, let me get over here. There you can see how pretty it is. Anyway, let me go around the room. So let's just start right over here, right next to me. Let's see. So behind the door, and then I have this little, well, a good size shelving unit here that used to be a end of a bunk bed, you know where they have the bunk beds, and they had this on the end with the drawers and the shelves. This was in our garage, and my husband was getting rid of it, and so he's like, do you want this? And I said, yes, because I saw all these shelves. There's 3 shelves here, and then I had the top, it's a nice solid piece, and it has all these drawers too on the end, and it doesn't take up that much room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drawers, and then I have the top. So that's the first piece of storage in here. I have my TV up here above. I'm timing this video right now, so this is how I time my videos. When I say I'm watching my timer, this is what I'm watching. I have the sound turned off, but it's a countdown, so I can see how much time I have left. And so it's like, see, here's right across here, this is my table where I do my videoing and my crafting. There's my arm, so I can look up at that and say, okay, I can definitely see how long I have left, right? So then we go around the room. I have this shelving unit, all my pieces. I'll tell you if I bought something in here, but everything's repurposed really from my own house pretty much, but I'll tell you if it's different from that. So this was my son's when he lived at home. Extra little storage unit was in his room. He didn't take it when he left, so I have a couple things stored up there. And then this is where I keep a lot of my books and supplies like book pages and little things, mostly books really, for crafting, and my journals and things, future journals. As you can see, lots of books. These shelves are really good. I like them because I can actually put a double row of books on these, like this right here. See, I have books back there and books in front. This is the same all the way down, except for I recently cleaned it out, so I've got some room in here now for more books, right? So, or whatever. So yeah, that's part of my books that I have for crafting. Then I go around the room. Okay, so we're on the second wall here, where this is my window. I got this year, this little thing I found at a thrift store. And I bought it. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I just thought it was so pretty. I hung it up here as like a little wreath. This ribbon came from Maria, and that came from the thrift store. So anyway, these blinds were here when I moved into this craft room, made this my craft room. And I hung up the decorations in here and stuff. But this little desk was what I did craft at, which this was my older son's, and when he moved, he didn't want it anymore, and he had it for a few years. And I said, if you ever get rid of that little desk, I want it. It's such a cute little like oak desk, and it's pretty old. So yeah, I claimed it, and I crafted on it in my bedroom until I was able to have my own craft room. And so, yeah, did I say that's my 3-tiered storage, or little cart on wheels, like a lot of us have. That's my desk, and, I can see I have a little bit of storage there underneath. This is my second sewing machine. I have my main sewing machine on the other side of the room, which I'll show you. Just some things I have stored here, a project I'm going to be working on, some ephemera my sewing machine, some things that I, grab once in a while. And then this is another project I'm working on that I don't want to put away. Some bits and pieces for my personal journals here. And extra light I turn on when I'm doing videos. This, I have little like magazine baskets on the wall. These are where I keep all my stickers right here in these two baskets. And then here I have this storage unit. I also claimed from my younger son. He left it in his closet when he moved out and never came back and got it. So I thought I could use it, and I hear it's still here, quite a few years later now. So lots of stuff stored in there. Now the top of it, I had been piling stuff on, and it was getting quite cluttered. So I reorganized that recently. So this is all I have left up here. This is some of the track, like old computer paper that I coffee dyed, and just different, other coffee dyed things, and some things I want to get rid of. But yeah, this was stacking up, so I couldn't even really see what was here, and I'll show you what I did with other things that were stacked on here in a little bit. So as we come around the third wall, you already saw the stickers. This is my closet here, so I'll show you the closet real quick. I didn't really do any updating in here, just cleaning up. So I have these bookshelves, which I got from an antique store. They were two tall bookshelves, which when we saw them in the antique store, they were on clearance. They were moving stuff out and closing down the antique store. And when we saw them, my husband and I, they were really tall, and we determined that we could cut them in half to fit in this closet. And they really fit in here perfectly. They just line the walls. And so here's more of my books. And like there's some recipe cards and things like that. And then here's where I keep some of my scrapbook paper, just in here. When I need some scrapbook paper, I'll come in here and look like this, what kind of scrapbook paper is in here, and pull out whichever kind of a style I want, or whatever I'm going for, type of thing. So, and then let me just show you the bottom part first, and I'll show you the top part of the closet. So there's the shelves all the way around. And of course, I'm able to put things on top of the shelves, storage there too. And then up here, I have two shelves, one here and then one up there. So other things stored here. Now, if you have any questions, let me know. These are papers and music books. These are miscellaneous, papers that I've collected from different things, coffee dyed, not necessarily coffee dyed, but different. These are different, like miscellaneous coffee dyed papers. See that right there? Coffee dyed stuff, and my other colored coffee dyed papers, and just different papers I can grab from. Like, I want some really different papers I can grab from this stack right here, and these shelves right here. And then these are other dyed papers. As you can see, all the different colors here. An extra cutting board. Other dyed papers. Okay, this is not the very top shelf, but then almost. File folders, coffee dye file folders, and then other papers. Just, we use so many different kind of papers, right? So whenever I find different papers, I stack them in here. And then when I'm making a journal, I can come in here and say, oh, I really want something different. And I can look through these stacks and find what I'm looking for, hopefully, right? So on top of this shelf, I have this shelf and this shelf. I really like to use the space in a closet. So like this shelf right here was in the house. Well, was that in the house? Anyway, this is where they usually put a shelf right here. And so I always go up and put another shelf if I can. And so most of my closets are tall enough that I can put that extra shelf up there in all my closets in this house. So that is what I've done. So I've got more things stored up there. That's actually my Christmas, and that's my Halloween. That's extra storage containers that are empty, and then just other stuff storing around all the way around here. That's actually my kids' Legos right there. I should put them somewhere else, right? Anyway, let's get out of the closet and go look at some more. We've got like 2 more walls here. So I think I will show you this in a second. This is my newest addition. And then this is a dresser that I've had, but this was my son. Both of my sons went through this dresser, and this was a hand-me-down from my brother, actually. And so, yeah, this I use for storage. I've got all the drawers labeled. So I have things back here that I, just here that I, grab, Rolodex cards, buttons. There's my Cricut. There's my Big Kick. So, and like this basket is my daily, December daily. So if this wasn't here, the idea for me putting this in here, but besides the storage, was to be able to have this flat surface to spread out on, like when I'm organizing pages and things like that. If I want to do some kind of assembly line, I can do it here. So that's really why I wanted this dresser. When I saw that space, I was like, I have to have that in my craft room. And so, yeah, when my son didn't want it, I was like, okay, I'm going to put that in my craft room. Just some things stored down here. My Cricut cartridges. There's a, what is that? A laminator, polyfill, some papers that I've cut up or stored in those boxes. These are extra Ziploc bags, so when I need one, I can grab one. Some other little books and things I just put in that crate, which I probably could put somewhere else, but they're there for now. So this third shelf here was an addition this year to my craft room. I had these two shelves last year that I did put those in last year. Those were also up in my son's room, and when he moved out, they were taken off the wall because we painted in up there, and then we didn't put them back on. So I said, let me see if I can use those in my craft room. And sure enough, you can see they're full of stuff. And then this wallpaper right here, the bottom part, that's what Maria gave me. All of that, yes, she did. And it wasn't that a blessing? So, and I love using it. But anyway, it was on the floor over by my sewing machine. And so that's why I said, I want to get that wallpaper off the floor. And we went and bought this shelf at Lowe's Home Improvement. Already, it was this size, perfect. I made sure I got a size that would fit here. So my husband actually, I bought those brackets too, didn't I? Yeah, he didn't do anything. I just bought this brackets, got this shelf, and I was like, there you go. I got another shelf. So I was waiting for him to do something, cut me a piece of wood or something. I was like, I'm tired of waiting. And I just went to Lowe's and got my own brackets and my own shelf. And there you go. Put the wallpaper up here. And then this is, other things that I've put up here. My bottle caps and stuff. But anyway, that third shelf was a much needed improvement in addition to my craft room, believe it or not, this year. So onto my sewing machine. So I showed you my table. That's one thing that I purchased for in here. That's the only thing I purchased new, I think, besides my rolly cart. My rolly cart, the little aqua one over there, which I already showed you, I got at Walmart for $15 on clearance. My table, this one here that I already showed you, this one is I got at wayfair.com with a coupon at a really good price. And this is the only other thing I bought at a yard sale, this sewing table for $5. So this is my main sewing machine, my main sewing area. And, I have my, there's my pin cushions, and you can see my stuff here. I have a few things, and, stored here. This is my little Sizzix sidekick back there. The dies and embossing folders I have. There's some little things I've made, clusters, other little trims and flowers I made, pockets and envelopes. This is some things I'm demonstrating right now. BB craft. This is my diamond painting there. Yeah. And then this is a project that I need to finish. The journal I'm giving away. And this is BB craft items I'm demonstrating right now. Okay, so the only thing I haven't shown you is this right here. This was an addition this year. Oh, I got to show you the shelves over there, so I got to hurry up. But yeah, I have been accumulating a lot of beads and things, little charms and whatevers from BB Craft, N-Beads, Co-Beads, all those companies I've been demonstrating for. And those things really add up, they accumulate. So my bead drawer, which is over here, let me show you. This is my bead drawer, see, right here. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Beads, right there, the second one. Beads, charms, and pins right there is full. So, there's no way all of this was going to fit in there. And that's where that's where it was supposed to be, but it just got overwhelmed. And so I got this little, closet kind of shoe organizer, and just organized them by category, whatever I wanted to put in here. Like there's all my bronze medals, my silver medals are down here, and just different beads from different companies and things that kind of kept them together. Bronze butterflies there, and just different things. So that was very helpful, and I think it doesn't, it doesn't look horrible or anything. I think it actually, it's not like you don't say, oh, that's beautiful or anything. It's just you just say, oh, that's some nice storage there, right? So yeah. And so let me go show you the little drawer. So that was a new addition this year. The bottom shelf over there, and then this little stacked unit right here. Whoops, sorry, I just touched my focus there, I think. All right, anyway, so I bought these drawers. This is the last edition this weekend, to get a bunch of stuff I had in Ziploc bags. Like I had a bunch of Ziploc bags in 2 baskets, and I had one of those baskets over there on the floor and one over there on the floor. And I didn't want it anymore. I didn't want it on the floor. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I just didn't like it. So, oh, and some of this stuff was stacked on top of there too, where I couldn't even see what was there anymore. So, I just like saw the stuff on top, but that was it. So it's all in here now. These are individual like 3 drawer units that you can get at Walmart. They didn't have all of this color, that kind of turquoise color there. They didn't have all of that, or greenish, whatever that is. They didn't have all of that color. I would have gotten all of that color. They only had these 2. And then I got the gray ones there, 2 gray, so 2 gray and 2 turquoise. I think it looks nice. And so I just put all of the stuff that was in those Ziploc bags and on top of that other unit in these drawers. So I don't know. I think I have time to show you real quick what I have in the drawer, so you can see like what I had in envelopes and on top of that other thing. So like in here, these are ruffles that I've made for my journal. So that was in a bag. These were all like little bags that were in there. Like I just put the bags in here. Like this was stuff from a tassel that I made, so I just kept it together. These are some quilted pieces. These are other quilted pieces that I cut into heart shapes, and there's a couple of scrappy bows in there. So all these things are ready for my journals. And so like these things can be temporary. Like say one day I use all of this up, then I'll have empty space there, right? So these things are not like permanent storage. They're just like there to have somewhere to put them while I have them, right? So these are other strips of fabric that I can use in tassels or for whatever, but they're long strips. So that's all long strips. And you saw I had them kind of divided into colors. These are some more, these are actually shorter strips, aren't they? Yeah. These are not real long strips. They could be smaller tassels or tag toppers. And then these are just little bits and pieces. And sorry if my focus is weird. Butterfly, or no, these are some little pieces that I want to use in my journal. Oh, these are all butterflies. That's right. I had some fabric with butterflies on it that I cut out. So that's what those are. And then, let me see something here. I think I'm all right. I just, I touched my phone before, so I hope it didn't mess things up. Anyway, here is, I hope it didn't mess up the focus. Here is, I went through some of my fabrics already and cut them into like squares or small rectangles, all different shapes, no certain size of the square or anything, just squares and little tiny pieces that I can use in my journals, and they're all pinking sheared around. Okay, so, and that's what this is up here. This bag right here, I got to go through still and figure out where how I want to divide that up. Like there could be strips in there. There could be pieces I can cut up into pinky sheared squares. And this is also a little project. I want to go through these pieces that are in this little thing and pretty much make tags out of those. So I'll be going through that. But I want to keep it out so I can remember to do it. So where am I here? I did that one. This is, something's getting messed up in there. Hold on. No, it's all right. Oh, it must be the drawer under that. Just a second. Okay. Yeah, let me open both of these. So this is some of the things that were on top of that unit over there that I showed you that had stuff piled up. So this is, that was all kind of like coffee dyed odds and ends. So I just was piling it up there as I was making it, and then it kind of got, you know, too much. So I put in here glassine envelopes, guest checks, index cards, and doilies. Those are all coffee dyed items that I had over there. And these two, I had all of these over there stacked up. You can see why it was getting kind of like too much over there, and I couldn't see what was over there anymore. So in here I have coffee dyed. This is all coffee dyed except for the recipe cards right here. And I just put these in here because I like to grab these. I have, you know, other recipe cards, but these are some that I brought home, and I just didn't want to put them away. I want to just use them. So that's why they're in here. And then I got the coffee dyed time cards, receipts, and tickets here. So yeah, that's what's in that drawer. I'm just showing you these drawers because they're new. And yeah, I've already been through the other ones with you. So flashcards, these are just extra flashcards that I couldn't fit over in my dresser here, that I have a drawer of flashcards over there. So these would not fit in there, so I put them in here. And the same with this one. More flashcards and playing cards are over in that dresser, and they wouldn't fit over there, so I put them in here. And then this one is ephemera that I've received a lot of this in Happy Mail, and some of it's Postal Love and things like that. And I was leaving it out on top of my dresser there, and that was getting all cluttered too, because I just, you know, I used as much as I could, but I just haven't been able to use it all up yet. So I didn't want it on top of the dresser anymore, cluttering up my dresser, so I put it in there. And these are see-through too, so that helps. I don't really have to, I mean, I might put labels on, but I probably won't because I can see what's in there. And then these are some Monopoly pieces. I also had those on the dresser. And then I had put them in, I put most of these things too in Ziploc bags to get them off the dresser on the floor. And then I didn't like that, so then I got this. These are little booklets that I've bought and made to make into little notebooks and journals. And then this is just cards that I had a card drawer over here too that is full. So this is the over spill from that. So you can see now, I feel like I have everything put away enough for me and organized. And I really like, you know, coming in here when it's, you know, a lot of people say when they see a craft room like this cleaned up, they say, oh, it looks like you know, never do any crafting. But of course I do. I just, this is my goal, to clean it up and do a new video every January 1st. So, you know, I've been working on this long and hard to get it into this shape, and believe me, it was piled up. Things were piled all over these surfaces, every single one that I'm showing you right here. And it took me a good while to clean it up. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the update, and if you have any questions, let me know. I know I didn't do like a detailed drawer by drawer or anything, but I've done that before, and you know, this is just kind of an update. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy crafting.